Welcome to Mind Your Own Beeswax, the podcast where together we are changing our mindset and living our best lives. And today we are in for an absolute treat because it is one of my favorite episodes of the year. It is a goal check in, and we are 50% of the way through 2026. This is the halfway point, and no matter whether the year has been absolutely fabulous or it's been a shit of a year, it doesn't matter because we've got 6 months to go. And in my opinion, there ain't nothing you can't do in 6 months. So strap yourself in and get ready to lock in and make the next 6 months the best 6 months of your whole damn life.
Mind your own beeswax. Hey, counting up. Lean back. Yeah.
My first piece of advice is that you need to be kind to yourself. Whether you have achieved goals so far this year or whether 2026 has been an absolute flop, you need to be kind to yourself. This is your time to check in, to reassess, and to plan ahead. So, whatever this year has brought, whether good or bad, it is time to let go of what doesn't serve you and let's move forward together. When planning out new goals, I am a big believer that it is really important to set a goal for every area of your life. We want to set goals for fitness, for health, for money, for career, but also for things like relationships, family, travel, spirituality, education. Every single area of your life, you need to set a goal. And by having a goal in every single area, they're not only going to help each other by working together, but it's also going to help you feel really fulfilled and well rounded. Because if you're devoting all your time to your health and fitness goals, yes, that is great. But if you're not filling up your cup in terms of your social life, your family, your work, you're going to feel out of balance. And I think it's also really important because these goals work together. I really love setting goals for my home, right? So this year I had a couple of renovation goals. I did some feng shui mapping of my home. And by having those goals in my home feels so much better. The vibes have really raised. Now, for me, my goals of my career, this podcast, my health, my well-being, those all benefit from my home goals because I now have a place that I love being. I now have a place that I can rest. I now have a place that I can work from that feels really good. You can see that when you set goals in all those areas, they flow on and really help each other. So think about all those areas of your life. And I think a lot of people have never thought about setting goals for their friendships, for their family, for their well-being, for their spirituality, for their home. So take time now, really think about what do you want in those areas of your life and what is a goal that you could set there. Another important thing is I know I say goals a lot, but you can set more of an intention than a goal, right? So perhaps for the next 6 months, you're sort of feeling like, I don't really have any goals that I want to go after, but I know that I want to feel calm in my home. I know I want to feel fulfilled in my job. Set those intentions of feeling calm and feeling fulfilled, and then break it down. Think about what do you need to do? What do you need to embody? What are the things that need to happen for you to feel those things? And so, even though in this podcast, I know I say goals a lot, absolutely use it interchangeably with an intention. Once you have aligned on your goals and intentions, something that I learned from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear is that the best and most easy way to achieve your goal is by becoming the person who has already achieved that goal. So, whatever your goal or intention is, think about it now and envision who is the person that has already achieved that goal. What are their habits? What do they do? What do they say? How do they feel? How do they show up each day? And for me, I really love this perspective because it allows you to think about that person and then you can see all the things that they do on a daily basis, how they act, how they behave. And that's what you need to become. And by embodying those habits and those practices, that's what's going to get you close to that goal. And when you can become that person, you're going to achieve those goals or intentions so much easier, so much faster. I then want to encourage you to break your goals or intentions down smaller. So, can you take them at a monthly level, at a weekly level, or at a daily level? If we're looking at the next 6 months ahead, that is actually 180 days, 26 weeks, or 4,320 hours. So, that is a long time. And if you set your goal or intention to do something just once a week, at the end of the next 6 months, you're going to have done that thing 26 times, which feels like a whole lot. If you have a goal of starting to exercise, just doing that once a week, you're going to have done 26 workouts. And while once a week doesn't feel like a lot, if you are consistent and you stick with it, doing something 26 times, it feels super significant. Breaking your goals down even further into daily habits, I think, is the real key. I feel like when you are doing something small daily, I think that's where it really adds up and it can be the most significant. So, I want to give you a goal that I'm doing over the next 6 months. So, I'm calling the next 6 months for me my lock in. I have a few things that I want to achieve with this podcast. I'm also getting married in 2027 and I just want to look and feel my best. So, I'm absolutely just locking in. I do want to lose a little bit of weight. I actually hate saying that. I'm not about that. But I have a goal weight because obviously I would like to look a certain way on my wedding day. Now, for myself, rather than setting a goal of a certain weight, I just feel like that is yuck. I can't work with it on a daily basis. It just doesn't feel achievable or exciting to me. So, my goal over the next 6 months is simply to do 10,000 steps every single day and to hit my calories every single day. That's it. So every single day, once I do those things, I'm like, oh, I've achieved my goal. Perfect. And it makes it so much easier. That's all I have to do is just do my steps and eat the right amount of calories every single day. And this is something I have tried and tested in the past, and I know it works for me. And I just feel like it's so much more achievable. I don't have to think about next week, next month, 6 months' time. I just live day to day. I get out, I do my steps, I eat my food. That is it. It is so much less of a mental load and it feels so much more achievable because every single day maybe I'm getting that dopamine hit because I'm like, oh, I've achieved that. My watch beeps and it says I've done 10,000 steps, or my fitness pal says, congrats on hitting your calories for the day. I'm getting that little dopamine hit of achievement every single day. And you best believe by doing that every single day for the next 6 months, I can just about guarantee I will be exactly where I want to be. So, what can you do? How can you dial your goals back onto a daily basis? Is it simply moving your body every day? Is it simply journaling every day, taking your vitamins daily, picking up the phone and calling a friend daily? Think about what small action you can do every single day. Another thing that I'm a big fan of, again from the book Atomic Habits, is a concept called habit stacking. So we know that we want to create a daily habit and we know that we want to really embody that person that has achieved our goal in the future. So habits, I really believe, are key to getting to your goals. Habit stacking basically means adding on a new habit to a habit that you currently have. So for example, you want to get a new job. So you've set your intention of getting a new job and you know there's a few things you've got to do. You perhaps need to update your resume, maybe you need to update your LinkedIn, you need to apply for jobs, you need a cover letter, maybe you need to do a bit of professional development. There could be some little online courses that you need to do if you perhaps want to have a bit of a career pivot or just look more appealing. So you can habit stack that with a habit that you already have. So let's say every morning you eat your breakfast on the bench and you have your cup of coffee. That is a habit. So stack your new habit on top of that. So every morning when you have your breakfast, open up your laptop, spend 5 minutes on LinkedIn, spend 5 minutes updating your resume, spend 5 minutes on YouTube watching a course or an informational video. That is habit stacking. It makes it really easy to do. I think when you're trying to create a new habit, it feels like you've got to carve out time in your diary and you're like, oh, I can't be bothered. I don't have time. chuck it on to something you're already doing. Another great example is if you go for walks. I think that's a really easy one to put on a podcast, put on an audiobook. You could visualize, you could do a walking meditation. You can add that habit on top of your walk. Another great one is if you have a drive to work. So if your work drive is, more than 5 or 10 minutes, a lot of us have a long commute. So spend that time listening to something, learning something. Add on that habit to something you're already doing. For me, I did habit stacking when I wanted to get into journaling. So I love reading a book in bed at night. And so I would just stick my journal and pen on top of my book. And so every night when I got into bed, I was like, oh, it's there. I'll quickly just scribble something down. And off I went. And now, after doing that for years and years, it's so much easier. And this is habit stacking, but this is also another concept from Atomic Habits. While this is habit stacking, Atomic Habits also talks about making your goals easy. So set out your workout clothes the night before. Put your journal by your bed so you can easily access it. Meal prep your food so you don't have to think about what to eat. Can you tidy your home the night before so you wake up and your energy in your home is reset for the next day? Can you make it easy? Can you stack your habits? 2 really easy things that are going to set you up daily for success. And those are my top tips for resetting your goals mid-year, quarter of the year, whenever you're listening to this. If you feel like you need to reset your goals, I would highly recommend setting your intentions and setting your goals. So literally write down what it is you want to achieve. Break it down into monthly, weekly, and daily habits. Stack those habits with something you are already doing and make it easy for yourself. Now, I do have a little, is it a disclaimer or a side note? This is something I want to share. So I am conscious that I'm recording this in July, and this is very much a mid-year reset. Something that I have learned over doing goals over the last few years is that December always throws me off. I feel like I never get ahead in December. I feel like I have all these grand plans for my goals in December and they are just derailed. But I would say they're derailed for a good thing. I personally love Christmas. I love December. It's summer here in Australia. It is such a good time. And I just want to be out and about, living my best life, having 20 Aperol Spritz on a Friday afternoon. That is just the vibe. I want to be getting into Christmas. I want to be eating dessert. I want to be looking at Christmas lights. I want to go to Friendsmas. I want to go to work drinks. I want to do it all. And for me, that can leave me feeling really guilty that maybe I'm not getting ahead in my career or my home or my fitness goals. And I have learnt that that is just not the time and that is not my priority. For me, I actually set goals every December. I have like a little Christmas goals intention list. And this is my favorite thing. So I really park a lot of my big picture goals and I plan to get them done before December because in December, I just want to be present. I want to say yes to everything and I want to enjoy Christmas and I want to enjoy summer. So this is your sign. If you, like me, love Christmas and you love December, align your goals to be done before that. Or perhaps you can scale them back in December because, for me, while I'm not out running a marathon or trying to lose 10 kilos in December, I am still consistent with going to Pilates because I love doing that. And I know that when I've had my 20 Aperol Spritz and eaten 10 kilos of Christmas ham, if I go to a Pilates class, it's going to make me feel a lot better about it. So think about what small goals you can keep always on. But if your priority is to enjoy life, absolutely do that. Park your goals and don't feel guilty about it. Know that January is coming, February is coming after December. Just get out there and live your best life. And this doesn't have to apply to Christmas if you don't celebrate Christmas. That's totally okay. Maybe you have a month that you're going on holiday. Maybe you have a month where you have like a wedding or your birthday. If you have a time period that it is more valuable to be present and enjoy that time, park your goals. Do not feel guilty about it. I promise you, it is so much more important to enjoy life and be present than to work towards some faraway goal. Yes, goals are important, but get out there, enjoy life, create those memories, and then just get back to your goals when it's over. That's totally okay. Do not feel bad about it. This is your sign to get out and enjoy life. I hope this episode has left you feeling really excited. I know the next 6 months I feel super excited about. I really just want to lock in and get in a really good shape. I also have big intentions for this podcast. So, a big goal of mine is to host some kind of New Year's Eve goal setting workshop, program, workbook. I'm not quite sure yet, but I really want to give you guys a guide to nailing 2027. So, hopefully, that will be coming out in November or December. You can sign up. I'm really, really excited for that. So, that's a big thing that I'm working towards. And again, I want to put the work in early so that December I can just go live, put it out there, and I can just live in my Christmas and summer era and enjoy it. I also, for myself, I work a lot over December, and so it is a busy time. When I look to January, for me, January is my rest month. I'm also not doing nothing in January. I'm resting, I'm swimming in the pool, I'm sunbaking, I'm just resting and recharging the batteries after December because let me tell you, Christmas and retail, they can really drain you. So you need January to recover. So feel free to stretch out, park in those goals for longer than 1 month because I absolutely will be. But I'm feeling super inspired and excited for the next 6 months. And I just think it's so important that no one is going to show up for you. No one is going to come in and set those goals for you. No one is going to come in and help you. It's a hard truth, but you are the answer. Whatever you want in life, whatever you want out of the next 6 months, you've got to go and get it. You cannot count on anybody else. You are the answer. Go out there, my friend, and get after it. Make shit happen. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode today. I'm super grateful that you chose to press play. Whenever you're listening to this episode, I hope it finds you at a time that you need it the most. Whatever month of the year this is, whatever year this is, you can reset your goals at any time. So be kind to yourself and change your life. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.
Mind your own beeswax.